The story of the Banco Central heist in Fortaleza emerges as an epic chapter in Brazil's criminal chronicle, a plot that unfolded in the shadowy corridors of ambition and audacity. It all began in the year 2005 when a group of visionary criminal minds conceived a daring plan destined to challenge the limits of criminality and unleash one of the largest heists recorded in the country's history. The chosen target was the Banco Central of Brazil in Fortaleza, a fortress of concrete and financial secrets that housed an immense sum of money, a true fortune in banknotes. The architects of this audacious endeavor were aware of the magnitude of the challenge they had ahead, but they also saw in this feat a unique opportunity to alter the course of their lives forever. Meticulous planning began, involving months of meticulous investigation, discreet observation, and social engineering maneuvers worthy of a spy thriller. The criminals studied every detail, every security camera, every escape route, in a preparation that bordered on obsession, seeking to anticipate every move they would need to make on that fateful day. The complexity of the plan was astonishing, as the criminals not only had to overcome the physical defenses of the bank but also had to bypass the sophisticated security systems guarding the place. They knew that any slip, no matter how small, could result in a tragic and irreversible outcome. Therefore, every detail was calculated with almost surgical precision. As the plan unfolded, the tension was palpable. The criminals acted like a perfectly synchronized machine. Every movement was calculated. Every gesture was meticulously choreographed. They managed to disable alarms, neutralize cameras, and finally, penetrate the Banco Central's vaults. What they found inside was breathtaking. A view of stacks and stacks of banknotes, a wealth that seemed endless to the eyes of the thieves. The moment was a feat of criminal engineering, a demonstration of logistics and audacity that defied all expectations. With the help of heavy machinery, excavators, and armored trucks, the criminals began the meticulous process of transporting the mountain of money. It was as if they were rewriting the narrative of the perfect heist, creating a spectacle that challenged comprehension and imagination. While the city rested in the silent night, Fortaleza was about to witness a crime that would go down in history as one of the most extraordinary pages in the history of Brazilian crime. Thus, the first part of this chronicle takes us on a journey through the corridors of ambition and audacity, where the gleam of wealth intertwines with the darkness of the darkest desires. Meticulous planning, meticulous preparations, and the audacity of the criminals merge into a narrative that transcends fiction. A tale that reminds us of the incredible complexity and audacity of the human mind when driven by ambition and the pursuit of the forbidden. It is a prologue that introduces us to the magnitude and audacity of the Banco Central heist in Fortaleza, an event that will echo through the ages as one of the most extraordinary pages in the history of Brazilian crime. The execution and the masterstroke. The day of the heist loomed on the horizon, shrouded in an almost palpable tension. The criminals, moving like a precision machine, entered the Banco Central with determination and cool-headedness. Each team member played their role with mastery. Every step was calculated, and every decision was made with the certainty that any hesitation could be the difference between triumph and imminent capture. With eerie expertise, they disarmed alarms and neutralized security cameras, a feat that could only be compared to a surgical strike on an anesthetized patient. With every move, every advance through the bank's corridors, the tension grew, but the criminals maintained the supernatural calm that would become their trademark. When they finally reached the vaults, they were met with an almost unreal vision of opulence. Stacks and stacks of banknotes stretched out before them, a wealth that defied comprehension and seemed to transcend the boundaries of possibility. It was as if they were facing a treasure that belonged more to the realm of mythology than reality. And then, the meticulously crafted plan came to fruition. Using heavy machinery, excavators, and armored trucks, the criminals began the process of transferring the mountain of money. It was a logistical operation that bordered on the unbelievable, a carefully choreographed dance between men, machines, and fortune. The city, unaware of the feat unfolding under the cover of night, remained silent as the bank was emptied of its wealth. The outcome and the legacy. The initial success of the Banco Central heist in Fortaleza reverberated throughout the country. News of the robbery spread like an uncontrolled fire, leaving a nation both perplexed and fascinated by the audacity of the criminals. However, as in any complex plot, errors began to emerge. The ensuing investigation was intense and meticulous. Authorities were determined to capture those responsible for this monumental crime. As details began to emerge, the links between the criminals and their operations were unraveled. The net was closing in. The final outcome was a mix of tragedy and justice. Some of those involved were captured and convicted, while others managed to escape, taking a portion of the loot with them. The case left a lasting legacy in Brazil's history, becoming the subject of films, documentaries, and debates on security and criminality. The Banco Central heist in Fortaleza remains a testament to human audacity, both in the execution of complex plans and in the pursuit of justice. It is a story that illustrates the extremes to which some are willing to go in search of wealth while also reminding us of the importance of the perseverance of law and order. This singular episode will continue to resonate through time as one of the most extraordinary and intriguing chapters in the history of Brazilian crime.